Hey guys, I'm just gonna take a minute and let people trickle into the live. For now, I'm just gonna put a little pinned comment. Hey guys, hello. Hey guys, I'm just gonna take a minute, let some more people trickle in before we begin. How's everyone today? Hello. So as you guys may know, my name is Johanna, and I'm one of the brand ambassadors with Sweetie Nail Supply. And today I'm going to be reviewing the DVOK Unicorn collection with you guys. I've been waiting all day for this. This is too gorgeous. You guys are doing good. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited to dive into these with you. These gels are just so pretty, and they are 5 purple ones and 5 blue ones. And they just achieve the best dream-like, fairy-like, very fairy core type of aesthetic. They are so good to layer and achieve glass-like results, and when you layer them together you can get more of a magical sort of combination. And so to begin, I'm basically going to swatch all of these for you and talk about what each of them particularly look like in probably more detail. And then later on we're also probably gonna go through, we are going to go through how we can get these trending swirly magnet patterns these days, and just a way you can utilize this glittery look with the cat eyes together and how they can combine to look really nice. So look forward to this one. This one's trending these days, and I think a lot of people are wondering how to do them. So to get started, we are going to swatch the 2 reflective glitter gels here. This one here is just 1 coat, and the ones over here are 2 coats. You can see the difference there, just like that, with 2 coats. Okay, and 2 coats over here versus 1 coat. Okay, so let's see, I'll just put up there. That would be this one and this one. Closer look of that. So these ones have a very, very sheer tint to them, and quite lovely actually. This one is a violet one, but in certain angles you'll see like a pink. I'd say compared to Rosy Hip, which is a very, very close sister company to DVOK, Rosy Hip's White Flash does build coverage. This one remains sheer even with 2 coats. Actually, let me grab an extra light source to really flash some light onto that for you guys. Okay, let's see how it can really just twinkle. Oh, it was pretty when it was blurry. Let's see if I can get it to blur out again. Yeah. You'll get the tiniest bit of kind of a rainbow, but it's more so just a white flash glitter. But when it's out of focus, you will get a lovely kind of Aurora flash to them if you were to record a reel or something like that using it. So pretty. And then when it's clear up ahead, this is what it looks like. Okay, gonna give it a cure I'm gonna see that with the blue. And this one is DG33. It's like a blue violet over here. And here we go. Here we are with the blue glitter. Cover some of the light a little bit, see how it really looks. You'll get a nice cool blue with this one and a little bit of violet. Depending on the angle, you'll see it. But yeah, very, very similar to the very first one of the collection. So those are the two reflective glitters of the collection. We're gonna move on to the cat eyes now. Just kidding, no, not the cat eyes just yet. We have two other glitters to go through. This collection comes with 4 glitters, okay? And these two here are the ones right in the middle. It's a syrup tint, a bit more tint than it is a syrup because the coverage, even with like 2 coats of these, don't really build up. And so these ones have the Aurora Flake glitter in them. So with DG31, the purple one, we've got blue Aurora chrome. Sorry, not Aurora chrome, Aurora Flake glitter. And then the DG32 has something like that, the pink one, on top of the blue sort of tint. So DVOK likes to say that these ones achieve that sort of AI look of like the glass nail. Because like you guys have seen what those AI nails look like, right? It's very much in that Aurora type of region where it's like it looks like glass, kind of crazy. But yeah, like that. When you build coverage, it deepens to another blue, like a deeper violet blue, but the Aurora flakes in it just give it a magical touch to any sort of like say you're doing butterfly nails or fairy nails or mermaid nails. Like this has that perfect touch to just bedazzle it a little bit. The layer I put on was a little bit too thick, so thinning that out. Okay. We'll put this one into cure. And these were the 2 reflective glitters from before, side by side. Okie dokie. And so for DG32, this one is more of a blue tint with, again, the pink Aurora flakes. Let's get a close-up of this one. I reckon in a certain lighting you might see orange from the Aurora flakes because like Aurora flakes just always catch a different type of shade whenever you're in a different angle of light. So that's kind of fun. There you go. I reckon this one would be really, really fun to layer above or below one of the cat eyes in the collection. So let's get that blurry for a second. See how it's like fiery pink and orange. It's like a little party. Okay, gonna give that a cure. Okay, and now we have the magnetic glitters. So we have 6 of them in total in the collection, and 2 of them is what they would like to call pearl magnets. It would be the 52 and the 55 one here. And as you can see, they are finer. They are finer magnetic gels in comparison to the other 4 in the collection. So these 2 in particular, they're very dreamlike, very fine. This one here has a sort of like peach mag with a pink syrup, and as you can see here, it has that blue, kind of like blue Aurora chrome powder inside the gel. And then moving on to 55, it'd be the same thing. We have the blue Aurora chrome inside here, but we have a blue syrup and kind of like a lavender. It might be a little bit hard to pick up from the camera, but it's not exactly white. In person, it's a little bit more in between what you see here and the white. In person, it looks a bit more lavender-like, but like very, very faint. Okay, and then we have reflective ones, which I would say is a bit more towards the ballpark of the DVOK chilling collection. That would be the 54 and 57. As you can see, they are like a bright white type of silver cat eye, but they have a slight tinge to them. So this one here is a cool blue, and this one here is a very cool lavender. It's almost like a white silver, but there's just the slightest tinge of purple, and I think that is due to the syrup itself being violet. Anyways, inside these, they also have Aurora flakes in them. This one is a bit more on the rainbow side. This one over here is a pink and purple Aurora flake. And so that leads us to the last 2 magnetic gels, which is 53 and 56. DM53 is kind of like a reflective glitter. It's like a silver white glitter, and then we've got like a cool blue magnetic gel. 56 is a blue and green Aurora flake glitter, along with a dusty rose magnetic gel. And so let's swatch them now. That's enough talking. Time to show you guys. What I would like to use the pearl magnets for would be for, you know, like the dreamy blue skies or like sunset skies with the clouds or butterflies. Like this makes a perfect backdrop for those. And so when I put these on, I don't go too thick. I don't go too thin either. If you go too thin, you won't have much magnetic powder to really be able to pull in order to get a concentrated effect. Nice and even. And also the collection comes with, of course, if you buy the whole thing, you'll get a rectangular magnetic bar magnet along with your purchase. I'll just keep that in there for now and use my own. Okay, and let me get focused a little bit. Hello. Okay, and with the bar magnet, you're gonna hold it this way, okay, and find that pinch point. A little bit over saturated here, but alas, this is how you're gonna pinch. And when I say pinch, it's kind of like you see, hopefully you can see from the magnet, it has a point in the center, right in the center of the bar where it likes to attract everything. So we shake it up and down in order to get a clear, distinct border on the side. And then we do it on the other side this way too. And we want to get everything to the center. Come up from above, from the sides, and from the bottom. But one thing you need to notice when you're doing your magnet gel is that it can begin to pool on the bottom. So with my ring light, it's a bit too close. So So we're getting oversaturation. So if you can see, there's a little wonk in the surface of my gel. And by doing that, it's because I've waited a bit too long, or I've just got too much gel on the nail. You want to make sure you repaint this on your client if that happens, because that will change the look of your magnet or your cat eye effect. It won't look as smooth. You want a surface as smooth as like the surface of a balloon, you know? Cat eyes will catch any sort of imperfection. So just like that. I'm gonna gather everything into the center, and you're gonna need this tool, but don't laugh, okay? Like, I made it myself. It's like, you need that little nib. I'm sure if you've seen this swirly trend, they use like this pen with a tiny itty bitty magnet, but I bought one and it didn't come on time, so I had to make my own. And so I just added it to the other end of one of my tools. Don't laugh. So we're gonna use one of these, and it's gonna act like a miniature version of the cylindrical rod, where it attracts at the center and pushes away at the face surface and makes its way around like its magnetic field, like so. So for example, when I'm pulling it this way, it'll attract but also keep, like, it'll repel when I go face forward, but if I'm using that center point, it will pull. Okay, and so you need to get everything to the center for this one. Okay, and basically what happens is that you use this to have, oh, I just broke it. Oh, that's convenient. Everything just flew together. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. But essentially, oh, this is dangerous when everything just flies together. This wasn't according to plan. But basically, I had one of these tools and I took one of these off, and I need to do it again. That's mildly inconvenient. See, like, a thing with working with so many magnets is that you kind of lose track of where they are, and they all fly together and break. And this one was just so delicate. But yeah, I just end up prying off one of these. And I just gotta put it back onto the edge of this stick. So I'm gonna grab some nail glue gel. I'm pretty sure like toy gel would work just fine. So if you have any of that 3D sculpting gel, that works great. So just gonna grab some off camera. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, are you guys familiar with this this swirly trend? Do you guys like it? Would you like me to show it, or want you to see anything else? Okay, so I just got a glob of toy gel at the tip, and I'm just gonna put it up there and cure it in place. Such a funny makeshift tool, but it works. It works. It just sucks that it flew to my other magnet and I broke it just beforehand. So let's cure that in place. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to cure. And I'm just gonna check all the comments. We know the struggle. No one knows the struggle behind the scenes other than the nail artist. Yeah. Hey, I'm resourceful. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so I figured I didn't need whatever that pen was, and I have quite literally like 3 more tries to make it. So I wasn't ever gonna use this thing anyways. It was just a cheap thing I wanted to check out from, you know, AliExpress. They had 5 of them in a row so that you can make like an alligator print or like the crocodile skin print, but like, I don't know. I think the swirls are probably more up my client's alley. The arm of my overhead light is magnetic, and I stick all my magnets to it so that they all in one place. Okay, yeah. Be careful though, because they're all in one place, yes, but then once they are all close enough, they will still fly together. That is what happens still. Okay, so let's try this again. We're gonna repaint it because everything fell off to the sides, you know, because gel reacts to gravity. Okie dokie. And let's get that bar magnet, the one that comes with the collection. And essentially this trick is just to bulldoze your way into the very concentrated center that you just created. So just like that, I'm pushing everything to the center of my nail. And I really hope I can capture this on camera. Okay, let's do that. And if you don't like how you're defining the edge, this being so small and concentrated will help you really get a sharp edge. See how I can push those away and get a really clear border, and then I'm just gonna bulldoze my way in a swirl. Just like that, and I got my swirl. And before it dissipates, I can also manipulate and redefine my swirl just by using the very tip to control and push my way through again to get to the center, and I got my swirl just like that. And I will cure this, and we'll try again with another gel. Okay, so this is one of the reflective glitter ones. This is DM53. This one has a cool blue type of cat eye glitter on top. Any tips on why my 3D sculpting gel always has lint? It's either your client is touching things and like catching lint on it. Oh, or do you mean like inside your pot? Like inside your pot of like 3D sculpting gel? It might just be like working with contaminated tools. I don't know, like maybe there's a piece of lint while you're working on it, or when you go to grab something with your fingers, there is lint on it. I mean, like there's really no other way to explain why there might be lint on something. Okay, so they never fly together. I've been doing it like that for over a year, but I'm also spread them out so they're not near each other. And that's good. Like, as long as you stay organized, that like not like me, then you're good. I break magnets too often because I literally have them everywhere. Like my desk is magnetic. My utility cart is magnetic. So I just stick it all on my desk and my utility cart. But sometimes I just have so many of them, so they fly together. There we go. You see, like this beautiful, cool blue magnetic effect. So nice. And this is the one I would layer on top of the reflective glitter if you were to look for a little bit more bedazzle. And I'll show you in a moment. So this one we're gonna also swirl. We're gonna clean up my borders a little bit by pushing that away. Clean up my borders and make my way through and towards the center. This one here, because they aren't as fine of a magnetic powder, they might not look as definitive or like defined, but that's okay. So you'll have a little hint of what a swirl is like, and we're gonna cure this. Yeah, so this collection did sell out even without much, I guess, I didn't even have to do much marketing on my end to like really promote this. This just like flew off the shelves already, you know, like it was so quick. It was well received by a lot of customers. Rightfully so, because they're all so pretty. I think it was the right season to really, you know, like promote this as well. DVOK always comes out with like a banger. It might be another while until this collection comes back out. I unfortunately do not know the answer as to when they'll come back in. I just messed up my own brush by putting it back in the bottle a little bit haphazardly. Don't be like me. But yeah, this one here has larger Aurora flakes in there. Try to show you that. When it catches the light, they're just so pretty. It's like understated. There you go. A nice cool blue. Beautiful. It's almost like a cool blue white with a purple syrup and a purple blue Aurora flake glitter in the syrup mix. There we go. Just like that. There's so many things in the background taking away my spotlight from focusing. I wonder, do I just need more white in my background? I think I do. Okay, so there you go. Now you can really see it. The Aurora flakes in there. And the cool blue. And you see it dissipates after time. So after you set your cat eye like effect in place, you need to make sure you cure it in place ASAP. That is with using a flash cure lamp, like a handheld flash cure, like this one. This is what I'll always use to really capture it in place as soon as I get it to the way I like it. What is happening today? My light just turned off. Okay. I have plenty of tutorials up, either in my previous IG lives with CD Nail Supply, doing all the cat eye collections where you can see how I'm manipulating the magnet. And I can also tell you guys here once again how to do it if you guys have any questions. So here, I'm using the tip of the magnet again to manipulate how I want to push these guys. It follows the tip of the magnet pretty well. Like very accurately. And it's just like going where I want it to. It's like a little wand, abracadabra sort of thing. Hello, very pretty. And I'm gonna cure this. Nail ghosts. Nail ghosts have turned off my lamp. Maybe I'll put it here. That'll be pretty. Okay, so now we are on to the DM55. This one's the other pearl magnet. call it pearl just because it's super fine, very dreamlike. Where did you get your magnets? So this rectangular magnet one came with the DVOK Unicorn full collection. Anytime you buy a DVOK cat eye collection in full, they will come with a magnet. And oftentimes when you get other magnet collections as well, like in full, they will come with a magnet, a really good quality one. But you should always check what the product description will mention. I do know there has been a select few of which I didn't receive a magnet, but you know, it's more often they do include one with it. Is there a reason why you polish first horizontal then vertical? I think it's just the way I'm holding the nail swatch right now, because I have the camera wedged in between my arms. So I usually just go straight up and down, you know, make my way left to right, but like I don't go horizontal. That was probably just me trying to offload all the polish onto the swatch. Okay, on the white. As you can see, it has a little bit of a rosy magnetic powder to it. Let me refocus that one again. There we go. It's like a rosy pink, baby pink. So pretty. Okay, so we're gonna center it into the center. Polish with the polish, center with the thickener, and then bulldoze our way in to the center. And that's quite literally it. It's pretty easy. This pen is probably available anywhere, everywhere on like AliExpress. It's very cheap. As I said, it's like this little nib that you're paying for, right? Or, like I said, you can find one of these and then make yourself 5 of them. I already broke it once, so I have 4 more tries. Much better with a white background. Yeah, okay, I'll take note of that. If you don't ever like your effect, like I said, there's always been the possibility of just like shaking the magnet back up and down to erase what you've done. But if that's just too annoying because you see like some gaps, just repaint the nail. There's nothing wrong with repainting the nail. Is this in stock? Currently, no. Unfortunately, these guys like flew right off the shelves, and they just sold out this week, or like this past weekend. Unfortunately, I do not have the exact answer of when they'll be coming back in stock. It might take a little while, but please go onto the website and turn on the notify me button on the DVOK Unicorn landing page. Look how dreamy that is. Ooh, gorgeous. Well, and as you can see, I put a little bit too much gel. And now there's a wonk in my ring light reflection. And by doing that, I'm not going to get the smoothest effect when I go do my client's nails. Like, you really want to be wary of the gel that can gather at the tip of the nail. Otherwise, it won't look nice. Your client leaves with thick tips. And, yeah, we don't want that for our client. We want nice, elegant, thin. So be mindful of that while you work with magnetic gels. Okay, back into the center. Bulldoze our way into a swirl. And just like that. Redefine your edges if necessary. And just like that. Here we go. Okay, I will cure this. Okay, see what we have so far. Do glitters at the top. Other ones from the lamp. A bit hard to see, hey? Anyways, let's move on. This one is the glitter, and then our two other ones over here. It gets a little bit confusing because everything's just purple. So it's really helpful if you decide to go ahead and swatch the top of the bottles, just because they're all so similar. They're all blues and purples of some sort. Oh, this is what you mean. Yeah, like I polish horizontally just to get it off of my brush. Just to offload it onto my brush, and then I just paint. Okay, and then this one here, we have a lovely rose sort of cat eye effect. It's almost peachy, depending on the angle you're looking at it. And because this is the magnet that comes with the collection, I'll use the rectangular bar magnet to see how you can use it. And while this collection has a gorgeous, like glassy, like quality to it, and very light, very airy, I wouldn't say they are the strongest magnetic gels besides the pearl magnet ones. I love DM56 so hard. Which one's 56? 56. Oh yeah, this one. This is 56. Yes, it's so good, isn't it? It's really nice over grape chewing gum. Oh, yeah, and you layer it with other syrup gels from other collections. Like I said, these are just so good with layering because of their glass-like colors, right? So anything you put under, anything you put over will really show. Let's do it once more. Just cause. So pretty. I haven't opened up my set yet, and I can't wait. Same, I opened this like 2 days ago, and I was just like kind of stunned, you know? I was just like, wow. Okay. This one here, I'm just gonna keep it as a U. Like a U shape. I like to close in on the sides and then really come up from below like that and cure that in place. Okay. Will you know if the butter collection polishes will be sold separately? That I personally do not know. I can ask that for you. Would you mind sending me a DM, Alexis? Yeah, and then I'll remember to ask for you. I bought it as soon as the Sweetie email went out. It was an instant purchase. Heck yeah. Anything from DVOK is like an instant purchase. Nail Dant, the the creative director and creator for DVOK. She is so good. Her vision is like chef's kiss. Big credits to Nail Done. All right, and then this is DM57. This one has that icy blue cat eye on top. Icy blue cat eye effect over top. And we have something a bit more like a rainbow Aurora Flake glitter inside the mix. And a deep blue tint syrup. Just like that. Very nice. Dissipated a little bit, so I'm just gonna set that back up. Just like that. I'm gonna cure it real quick. The one thing about like cat eyes that's so difficult is that like as much as I want to show you guys like how pretty it is, like, but if I don't cure it right away, the particles just start to go back to where they were, and then I have to remagnetize them, and then I stay on the same thing like forever. Okay, while that's curing, we've got our other ones here. Let me see. That here. The regular one. Just put that up there. So as you can see, we've got a few swirls. And they become a bit more defined the more we have like layers. So if you were to layer them twice, then you could probably see them way more clearly. Is that even focusing, guys? I don't think it's focusing. Hold on. I think that's better. Okay, we just got the last one. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got some rainbow flakes. Rainbow flakes in the mix, and my light is being possessed with another ghost. A lot of technical difficulties today, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, you could kind of see the rainbow in this angle over here. But overall, the icy blue is what I really like about it. And same with this one, that peach rosy magnet effect is so gorgeous. And so this is what the effect looks like with one coat. If I were to do two coats, then they look a bit more defined like so. And you can also make it a bit more defined by just putting some 3D, like thick top coat on top to, sit right on top of the swirl, because, as like 3D gels like to magnify. They like to magnify the effect a bit more, kind of like that, into it's like a 3D globular type of thing. This is with two coats, right? In comparison to one coat, you see how much more defined it can be? Yeah. And so these glitters, if you combine it with a little bit of the cat eye, you could tell how seamless it is in the blend, but you get that effect on top of the glitter. So like I have over here, we're gonna do one coat of this reflective glitter, along with, let's see, we are going to use DM54 as well as DM57 to do that. 57. I will switch over to a white backdrop next time so we don't get so much contrast. But you would just go in probably 1/3. You can go half if you'd like. It's not necessary. But we just want it on one side. And my magnet. Keep that magnet well away from my other magnets, and we like to just bring that shine out from one side, and it just gives your glitter nail just a little bit more flair. That's all that it is. Pew, 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 pew. Like so. So like this type of effect as a full set on a client, absolutely stunning and gorgeous. If you were to record this with some low exposure and some really great light sources to really capture the light, it's really extraordinary. Concentrate that as a line, and there we go. Let that to cure. And this one was DM54. Again, another icy type of cat eye. But you see the purple matches pretty well to the pink glitter. I'll paint like up to half of the nail. Yes, always keep a little mini UV flash cure light with you whenever you're working with magnet gel. Always, always. I should film like a behind the scenes of like how I actually am carrying my patients' client their like sets while working, because it's actually really funny. Okay, so I want to push it a little bit more towards the side, focused it. So I'll bring my magnet here, rotate it as if I'm creating a French on the side, and that helps tighten it to the side. And that's all I want, so I will cure. And that one, you see, it has just a little extra oomph to it. Yeah, I don't know what's with me today, guys. Like, I'm getting like tongue-tied on like the most basic words. Sometimes I can't even English. Anyways, yeah, so essentially that is how you would do the swirl magnet, and how you can spice up a little bit of your glitter magnets, glitter with magnets. And yeah, like this collection utilizes a lot of the Aurora to give it really that magical taste that you can add to any of your like nail looks. Another thing is that I'm just gonna keep that off just for a slight moment. You can really see it with like my overhead light, just the effect of the swirls. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This one here too. This one is so pretty. Yeah, so like I don't know, guys, this collection really just like has me staring at it all the time. Okay, is this light ever going to begin working? Praying. Okay, get my liner brush, and we've got our Crazy Top Jim B Thick. I'm just gonna pick some and do some swirlies in 3D. Ooh, you like my nail stand? Thank you very much. I got this from Minute Nails. Her name is Alexia, and she 3D printed them, as she was a press-on nail artist. She really liked, you know, to find a solution with, you know, like her pains, right? Like nail tech, like press on nail artists like pains. It was just like something easier to hold on to, like at the base is nice and round. We hold it by the base. You can hold it by the neck too, but it could cramp a little bit more, so hold it from the bottom. And they're just, yeah, a little bit further distance from the magnet. So when I'm doing swatches on these don't affect it too much compared to like shorter ones. Is there a color they look better over, or are they just great with everything? Well, obviously I would keep to the color family, like either blues or purples or pinks, in order to like really enhance what they originally are, like what they originally are in. Okay, I gotta give that another cure. Probably a quicker flash cure period this time. So yeah, I would keep them to purples, blues, and pinks. Any type of purples, blues, and pinks, honestly, but essentially try to refrain from putting them on top of a solid color, because it kind of just flattens them out. I say at most put them on top of a syrup color if that's something, like if there's opacity you really want to achieve, but they really do lend themselves to have more of a magical effect if you kept some glass-like quality of them. I currently have a mix of unicorn, chewing gum, and Once in a Summer season 2 on my hands. Those are really great staples to choose from, and like perfect for the summer actually. I am just putting like some water swirls. We're gonna cure that. At this point I'm just playing around, because like 3D, you can never go wrong with doing 3D on magnetic gels. They'll always look different, and they'll always look super cool. That's me, press-on nail artist. I need tall ones like this, and the magnet is far enough, it shouldn't interfere with cat eye. Yes, that's what I like the most about these, honestly. But like, I know she's currently not selling them because like she's busy with life so far, but give her a follow, and you never know, like turn on your notifications for her. She might sell these in the future, but yeah, very handy little things. Okay, and where are the nail stands from? So the creator of these nail stands, her name is Alexia, and her @ is minute.nails. You know, like 1 minute, 1 hour, minute. So like minute.nails. So yeah, here we go. This is what it looks like with some 3D top gel over top. You know, white background. Very water-like. Oh, it's so pretty. So magical. And this one is the blue line, but like I said, it's like a blue purple, and so like I really see a lot more purple doing it this way. It's just super, super dreamy. I really like this one. Okay, and are your nails posted anywhere? Yours sound pretty too. Oh, thank you. I have my account pinned in the comment for this live. My account is nail.artisan. My name is Johanna. I'm a brand ambassador for Sweet Nail Supply. If you missed the beginning, then that's where I introduced myself. I'm not just introducing myself for the first time right at the end of the live. But yeah, I've been leaning more towards non-magnetic stands as I have about 200 cat eyes, and for sure, I absolutely think the non-magnetic cat eye stands will lend itself better to swatch magnetic cat eye gels. Absolutely. There's zero interference. I just haven't bought them myself, so here I am with some magnetic stands. But yeah, these are the fun little pieces I've done with the magnetics. And you see how blue this one can be because of the blue chrome that's in here. Aurora Flake and chrome. It's immaculate. So pretty. Pink and orange. Blue, purple. Very coat. Do you not need to top coat after the 3D blobs? Well, technically, I was supposed to top coat after the color and then I do my 3D blobs, because the 3D blobs I use is a top coat as a non-wipe top. So after the 3D blobs, you don't. But if there's a look that you like where it softens the look a little bit, you can use a lower viscosity top coat to go over it. So if you guys happen to use a lot of like tips to swatch, I really enjoy using the Jim Beam soft and then grabbing like an old polish bottle and using the brush to apply, because like this comes in like 40 grams. It's plentiful, right? And applies like any regular top coat. Like it kind of hurts my heart to burn through maybe like 15 bottles or whatever of top coat just like for nail swatches, you know? So if you have a lot of swatching to do, I highly recommend you grab yourself a Jim Beam Crazy Top Soft. This thing is so good. Levels quick, gets it on there as you need it. Paints thin if you need it. But if it's just for the sake of like building like a swatch book and you want to use quality top coat, and grab the Jim Beam Soft. So good. So yeah, this is me top coating after the water. You see, it's not as defined, but it still lends itself a really a softened appearance. Oop. That was another magnet. Sorry, guys. You can also get the soft crazy top with sweetie rewards. I've gotten 2 containers that way. Yes, amazing. Really can't type today. It's okay, I really can't talk today. Like, I don't know what's with me today. But yeah, here we go. This is essentially it. Any more questions you guys have about the collection? Or cat eye gels in general? Or cat eye effects? Things about magnets? I'm always here to answer. But yeah, this collection is very unique, honestly. Here's the DVOK chilling from before. So as you can see, the effects of the cat eyes here, they're not as strong except for the pearl magnet ones like here. These ones are a bit more closer to what you would get from Chilling or the New Moon collection in terms of its like strong effect. But the rest lends itself great to layer on top of things like glitters, such as what we did with these two over here. Does Sweetie have a restock date for the Unicorn collection? Not quite yet, unfortunately. It just got sold out like really recently, and it's still very new over in Korea as well. So I think they are tending to that, and as soon as there is any announcement about that, I will probably post it on my stories. Yeah, I guess it does look kind of like a rose. Thanks for that. Yeah. I missed the beginning. What is the holo swatch for on the unicorn? Oh, the business card? I don't know. I think it's like an aesthetic sort of thing. It's like the shape of a business card, and I think it just adds to the whole packaging experience. Like it says, let me bring a sparkling fantasy to you. You can put nail art on this. Like, if it were me, like I would have these probably like taped onto here for a little like feature. But the other side is blank. Like, there's nothing on the other side of it. But yeah, you can do whatever the heck you want with the business card, but the paper clip keeps it very snug, and the back kick I haven't put on top yet, but yeah, you just fold this, slap it on top, and it becomes a stand like this. There you go. All right, any other questions? I use the card for flower swatches, for mini flower swatches. Oh, yeah. You can also use the glass, those glass, gold glass tiles that make the magnetic powder or magnetic cat eyes or the glitters really, really sparkle. Pretty cool. Do you know when the individuals will be for sale? Not sure if this got asked. Individuals tend to be released later on in the next season. I think it's restocked. I just bought one, so I hope so. LOL. So pretty. Okay. Oh, I'm not so sure if this is restocked yet, but I will go check the website, like right after this, and I'll put it on my account story and see if it is. But from when I last checked, it was sold out. I don't think it will restock in the close future. But yeah, so now you guys know how to do a swirly trending effect. And this is the unicorn collection. Oh wow, it's in stock. That's amazing. Okay, thank you for checking this. Perhaps it's a pre-order. That would make more sense, actually. Anyways, because I'm on live, I can't exactly just switch over to take a look. But if anything, the answer for you is all on the website. So, happen to have any other questions? If not, then that would conclude our IG live. Stay on for maybe another minute or two, see if any questions trickle in. That's what happened when I bought Four Seasons. I thought I was buying it, but I was pre-buying it. Very true. Will this live be posted to the Sweetie YouTube channel? Yes, this live should be available to the YouTube and Instagram, as well as my Instagram. Yeah. Should all be available, and sorry in advance for those who are watching back over this. There's a whole lot of technical difficulties I went through today. Just things never work out as you plan, But that's okay, because you guys were great. I need Four Seasons so bad. Four Seasons is so gorgeous. I do believe the Four Seasons are going to be available separately as like each of their individual seasons in the very, very near future. I think they're just working those things out right now. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Is it normal for them to be goopier than regular syrup gels? I noticed DVOK's magnet gels are thicker. Okay, I understand what you meant by that one. So I do think that it's because they lend themselves to have a bit more magnetic, some of them with like more dense magnetic particles in there. Like, do you guys see that? Like how it kind of just sticks to each other? That's the magnet doing its work. guys. So that is something you need to consider when you're painting your client's nails. Like I mentioned, right? Like when you want to paint the nails, you have to make sure they don't just goop at the tip of the nail. Like you're just like la di da di da, paint the nail, paint the nail, paint the nail, and then always, just like no matter what you're painting, there'll always be a thicker layer that kind of balls up at the tip. And you always want to check your light of reflection. You always want to check your light of reflection for that. Just go a little bit thinner with that. It's good that you're mindful of this. But yeah, when cat eye gels tend to have that stickiness, it's because of, honestly, it's just the magnets react to each other and like, oh, I have a little lint here. It's just the magnetic powders in the formula trying to connect to each other, attract to each other. And where is my magnet? I'm trying to look for my magnet. Okay, let's try the small cylindrical rod. But yeah, so for example, you know the DVOK New Moon? DVOK New Moon has a very thick consistency, and that is because it has such a strong density, has a large density of magnetic, like the silky, very fine magnetic powder in there. Pretty. All right, guys, seems like there's no more questions coming in. Hope I answered everything. Please have a good night or rest of your day. Take care. And always, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me about magnets and magnet gels, feel free to ask, okay? Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.